Hey everyone, and welcome to Social Studies. As we start today, we are going right into our Geography and the Way We Live section, which is Lesson 3, and we have finished studying 4 different cities. So now we're going to do our summary and lesson game before we do a project for this week. So we're going to finish out quarter 2 with a project. So if you don't know, our last day of quarter 2 is on Friday. So all makeup work, things like that need to be completed by then. So double check your Google Classroom and make sure that you have everything turned in, but not just turned in, but completed. So that way, when I go through the grading this week, I can not have to send you a lot of work that you need to make up by Friday. So as we go through, click on Assignments for Social Studies, find 125 or 126, 21, and then we're looking at the text and notebook summary. So for the summary, we're going to be reviewing some of the things that we talked about this week, and we're going to talk about this assignment at the end. So make sure you follow along as I go through that. So starting off, it says, in this lesson, you've learned about different physical features on Earth's surface. People in a community adapt to their environment. You also learned about 4 cities with different physical features, climate, and resources. All these things are part of their geography. You learned about natural hazards and how they shape the earth. Natural hazards are very dangerous. What is the geography like where you live? Do you think any of it has been shaped by hazards? Can you think of any natural resources in your area? So as we come to the bottom, it says processing. You will draw how you and your family have adapted to your community's geography. Choose 2 of these for your community: physical features, climate, and natural resources. Show how you and your family have adapted to these parts of geography. Now, with the fact that we are not doing this in a paper copy where we can draw, we're not drawing anything, but I will ask that you take a text box and you place it here in this document. And once you place it in here, you can type. And you're going to be typing some of the things that you feel your family would utilize for whether it be physical features, climate, or natural resources. So the physical features in our area, we would find lakes, we find rivers, and we even find ocean nearby. We have a forest, which we are part of a deciduous forest, which is why our trees lose their leaves every year. And that means that we have a lot of natural resources like fish, fresh water. We have wood from the trees. Our climate is very different because we have 4 seasons. So we have cold winters, we have hot summers, and we have rainy fall and spring. So those are some things that you can add here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just describe the things from our area that we have with physical features, climate, or natural resources. If you need to rewind me so you can hear those things again that I just discussed about our area, then you might want to do that. And then you're going to say, my family use the state of New Jersey to help us. The physical features of New Jersey that we use are, so as I would go through this, I'm pushing enter because it'll just keep going and going and going. So I push the return button so it goes down to the next line when I feel like I've gotten far. Now, if you want to make it bigger, you can. You don't have to use the size I'm using. That's up to you. So as we continue to type, give the physical features, at least 2 physical features. Climate, talk about the climate, or natural resources. So you should choose 2 of these things: physical features, climate, and natural resources, and list the ones that you use as your family. Then, for each part of geography you chose, write a sentence to describe how you adapted. Obviously, we've already done that, so we don't need to do that anymore. If you feel like you don't want to do the text box in here, you can just come down here and type. We are not drawing, so no drawing is needed. If you want to draw something, you feel like you want to try it, go for it, but it's not required. Once you're finished with that, click on assignments. Make sure you turn that in. Then click on assignments, and when you get back to the assignments page, it's going to show that there's a lesson game available. So the lesson game is the next part of what we're doing. And the lesson game is similar to Jeopardy, like we've done before. And if you need to, the game instructions are here. Correctly answer the questions, earn up to 12 points. Click on a square to see the question. If you answer it correctly on your first try, you get full points. So, what is geography? Physical features of the Earth's surface include mountains, plains, lakes, houses, schools, and roads, cities, states, and nations, or all the above. Physical features are things on Earth that are made by Earth. So, as you can see, I chose mountains, plains, and lakes, and I got it correct, so I got a point. So then you continue going, get all the points you can, because that score gets sent to me. So do your best. And then when you're finished with social studies for today. Have a great day. Palm it.